What's up, guys? I'm back. This is going to be one of the longer ones again, but I think you don't mind at this point. They all been pretty long so far. Yeah, so I just want to mention that I'm not sure when I will record the next episode, just because I've been tinkering with my PC, with my system, with my settings. And you know, I had some troubles getting editing videos in Linux. So at this moment I am recording my audio directly to Reaper, and I will convert it to other program called Flowblade, which is very nice. It renders super fast. Like the intro I'm using lasts like 20 seconds and it takes 7 seconds to render that. So yeah, that is probably the best choice in my case. Although Reaper itself can manage editing video as well. I didn't know that, and it's awesome. So it would be the best program to make, like, I don't know, meme music videos, when you have to match music to video, right? But it doesn't support GPU encoding, so it would take a lot longer to actually render the video, so I will kinda stitch the audio, but it shouldn't be a problem because I'm not making that many cuts whatsoever, so yeah. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to clear out some bandits as usual, I think. And again, apologies because I'm not sure what I will do now. Yeah, basically it's pretty good. We are rolling with our Elven set. Nice dwarven bow. Nothing too shabby. And aside of that, I'm starting my work tomorrow, basically. Well, I work at school, so we have conference meeting, and then I will officially start at Monday. So I'm not sure how often these episodes will come in, but I'm dedicated to finishing that playthrough once and for all. And the second aspect is that AZ Tweaks 2.94 might come out in like 2 weeks or a month, and I'm pretty hyped for the changes, especially to archers. If you're interested in that, you can check Requiem Discord, AZT channel, and see some planet changes. Yeah. But you shouldn't worry too much. I won't have much work to do anyway. That's how it is in September, October maybe. Anyway, let's get back to the action. Hate for saber cuts, of course. Heck yeah, I was getting rusty. I mean, archery is bad in that aspect that you have your perfect shot and in the last possible second enemy just evades. I don't know, even if enemy is slow, it's very often hard to predict their movement. So I don't know, it could get frustrating pretty soon if you missed shot by shot and then it's, you know, you're deaf because you had to hit your first shot and you didn't. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to stick by this guy because I'm not sure if you saw my previous video on that. It was a pretty funny situation. You know, he's so full of himself and yeah, sure, I got this. So, I'm sorry, but at this point I was really curious if that is going to happen again. So I'm going to just observe for now, hoping that he will get wrecked. So there you go. A con of doing a documentary style of playthrough. So you will suffer together with me. Sorry. Anyway, I will take that chance to talk a little about archery. Today there was a guy called Nuke who was wondering about real damage, which you deal, in easy tweaks. He was having like a bow with 99 listed damage, but he was doing like 170 in reality, so that was kinda weird. So I tested how the damage looks in 2.0, and it is really interesting because you might think that you take your basic perk and you have slight damage increase, and the listed damage, is both your bow and arrow together, and it's like your raw damage, which could be further reduced by armor rating or something like that. But in reality, it is higher. There seems to be some invisible percent-based increase of your damage based on your perks. I mean, basic and advanced ranged combat, only those two perks are actually increasing your damage. But that was weird, because taking those perks actually increases your listed damage when you look at your Sky UI, but it also increases it silently, so to speak. So basically, at maximum marksmanship, those two perks will increase your overall damage by 75%, comparing to if you didn't have any perks. And your base perk is like 20% increase. So this is pretty dope. I just discovered it today. I mean, it's so hidden, like, come on Requiem, like, why? Anyway, gonna get back to it soon. Time to kill this wolf. Single wolf, it's too hard. But hey, here comes the party. I was totally blind, I didn't see them. But one-shotted, not too bad. Also, I didn't take much damage. Anyway, back to this bow damage. If you take your basic perk, it increases your damage by like 8% when you are level 5. So it's not that good. And when you take advanced ranged combat at level 20, it will be like 20% increase from your base unmodified value. And as you level up, the difference between your listed damage and real damage will come up to 29% at max marksmanship. So at 20 it's like 15% more than you see. At 50 it's like, I don't know, 20 something, 90 maybe. Yeah. So this is really interesting. Anyway, what that means is that you deal actually more damage than you see. That's all that there comes to it. So I guess it's good to know that. And maybe it would help to understand why archers are one-shotting somebody. Because in easy tweaks there are some perks that are increasing your bow damage, so I don't know, it might even stack with this base, base increase. Anyway, enough rambling, time to clear out that shit. First two kills are easy, just one-shot the dog, then one-shot the archer. And you have to one-shot them because they might detect you, I think, if you miss. I mean those two guys. That was close. Yeah, but he doesn't have like stuff of Frostwind or whatever it's called. Icewind, maybe. That would just be a big problem. I'm kinda scared about this archer. I'm not sure yet if they could one-shot me or not. Okay, level 9 shouldn't be too bad. But she wasn't fast on the other hand, so she most likely had a heavy bow, and that means big trouble for me. Potentially. Yeah, but easy clear, easy clear. No, this helmet is good money always. Yeah, should take it. Also gonna use my nice ring. I love this ring, seriously. It's a shame that Super Serious Guy is not around anymore, from what I see. At least he's not active on Discord. But yet he blessed us with some amazing mods, so we should use them. Yeah, those pesky locks. I mean, sometimes you open them first time, sometimes you struggle with novice lock and smash that adept lock easily, even though you don't have perks for that. I'm still kinda scared, you know, about some bandit bosses, just because they can have like stuff. Not like I didn't see some high level stuffs before, right? Fucking Ebony, dude. Yeah, so treasure get, painting get. This book is, I don't know, maybe evasion level. I'm not sure. Since we're talking about books, I mean I'm talking about books, AZT disables like skill gain from books. They are just more expensive if it was before skill book. And it also requires skill books to take some perks like alchemy perk or like magic perk. If you start out you have one free perk in magic or crafting skill, and then if you want to have like alchemy and enchanting, you need to find this book called Treatise of, and insert skill here. It's not a bad mechanism, those books are, you know, pretty easy to find, depending on the skill. But it adds to a challenge a little bit and prevent you from, you know, going full mage right from the level 1. So no more destruction and restoration at the very start. Hey, I'm sorry I'm talking about Easy Tweaks all the time, but you know, I'm pretty hyped for the new version, and I'm definitely going to roll another archer, of course. Yeah, so changes are gonna to be nice, like quick shot on level 30, which will be nerfed version comparing to like vanilla when you have super good version on 60. And then proper version of quick shots somewhere later on, maybe on 75 even. But that just means heavy bowing will be more, you know, less obstructed with movement speed, and that's bullshit. But yeah, Easy Tweaks also nerfs stamina heavily, so you're no longer eating one bestial stew and rolling all over Skyrim. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped for this, and we'll see how it turns out. But first I gotta quickly finish this one, right? That's what I'm thinking about right now. So yeah, let's roll. I think I'm going to get that treasure, my precious. And I guess I will start to get to do some planning, maybe. Cause, you know, if I clear out that basic bandit comes around Whiterun, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Of course, there's like, what? Waldheim Towers left? And I'm not sure if I cleared White River yet. Honestly, this is so stupid, I don't even remember. I think I didn't. I think I'm going to do this in this one. Yeah. Yeah, if I do, that's some good action there, yeah. So we will see, I guess. Ugh. That reminds me, I'm thinking maybe I should, like, record audio while playing the game. It should be possible. That means much faster production time. I could literally just, you know, record this already compressed and just put it on YouTube without any encoding and stuff like that. You can do this in Avidemux, but it just means that you can't have fancy fade outs, fade ins, but who cares about that really? Yeah, but then I am a terrible commentary, so that could turn out to be a disaster really. But from what I hear right now, I'm not as terribly bad as I was in the first episode. I don't have to cut, you know, every second sentence to correct my shit. So yeah, I don't know guys. I guess I could try to experiment with that. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, and the reason I was so scared because of the wolves. I didn't remember if I killed all the wolves here. And they could be bad news. Yeah, because I'm using the ring, right? So even a single wolf at this moment would just kill me. I couldn't outrun it, so that would be super risky. And I didn't have a save because I didn't go to the city, so that was kinda exciting. Time wasted because of looking around, but yeah, whatever. Now I'm going to go back, stash my stuff, and then it's time for White River, I think. And I will rant a little about those video editors. I mean, I couldn't make work any single open source software, so you can insert your video and record voice over it. Like, it's always some kind of workaround, like you put some recording mode and then you record files separately and then you have to match them to video by hand, so you have no visual clues when you're recording. And also had major problems with some of the bigger programs. So yeah, I settled for Reaper, which actually works out of the box. Also with editing video, fade-ins, fade-outs and that stuff. It should be great for making music videos when you have to time it to the beat. Yeah, and this flow, something, what is called? Anyway, it's just a front end to FFmpeg, so it has limited options, but it works for me. Yeah, and it's super fast, so that's what I'm rolling with now. Yeah, and at that point I might just finally get rid of Adobe, but we will see. Also, I'm not cutting this because I'm bored. I mean, I'm bored too, but I'm just lazy piece of shit. Sue me. how Burnspot would put it. Sue me.
Got some good. Take a look.
And that speech is leveling pretty nicely, I must say. Almost 30. Like, I don't remember it leveling so nice. So that's a nice thing. Very nice. Yeah, that elven bow is pretty tempting, but this enchant isn't really useful. So I'm not going to waste like 4k, which I don't even have.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Of course, stamina all the way, baby. We will go stamina for like 40 levels. Oh! Oh fuck! Come on, how many ebony can I get? This is just a reindeer trolling me. But to be honest, he's the biggest troll. If I see some outrageous items on low levels, it's always from him. It's very rarely like Urland or you know, any other smith everywhere. It's just this guy. And he doesn't want you to know. I mean, he doesn't want to know what you're hunting, right? So scared. Then casually has a bony bone, yeah. I wish you could have day trick in the shops.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
I think that yet another Skyrim hardcore overhaul has a chance. At least in the treasure chests. To have that day trick, it's like 1% chance. But then the mod is constructed so you can't even use it unless you have 90 in skill. So that's kinda useless. Or maybe for money, but I just want to use it at some point.
Do come back. Need something?
Finest. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Good hunting. Divine smile on you, friend.
Some of them might try. That's not
My poor
Hello?
family, I think Thor. Gods be praised.
What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I was looking for some nice weaponry. I have like 4k after all, that's nice. Yeah, I was hoping for orcish bow, but of course that's not going to happen. We should know it by now.
We grey mains got.
Yeah, sorry for sounding a little bit maybe sick or
It's an
something like
honorable
that.
craft. I'll show you what I can.
I might have caught something. Let's hope not. And yeah, at this point I'm thinking that we should do some training. Didn't get a level up, unfortunately. But this is what I saved those training ports for. Points. Language. Yeah, so about 25 or 30 I should be good to temper stuff. Which should come in handy. And that was the moment when I realized, like, wait, dwarven smithing is 25, and I have dwarven bow, and tempering should be nice. So I'm thinking maybe I should go for it even. Book isn't hard to find. I just need some ignots, and that would be it. Easy damage upgrade.
Once I've made enough money
So
trading
yeah.
with the Khajiit
Oh, hey
caravans,
there, babe.
I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Oh yeah.
Farewell.
Anyway, I think I'm going to check actually if tempering should be good in that case. But I think so. I mean, when you take Orcish at 50, your tempering is increasing the damage by quite a bit. So I'm not sure. It's only 25, but it should do some, increased tempering at this level. Yeah, and I think the perk itself just increases your tempering. So if you don't have the perk and want just to check the damage increase, and let's say it would be like in few points when you check this, it should become much more when you actually take the perk,
If it's work you need,
right?
how about drink
Just
for the
like,
thirsty,
I don't know,
food for the
legendary
hungry.
smithing, which has multipliers based on your material. So Daedric Dragonbone gets
Need anything else?
multiplier
Just
of
let me know.
2. So tempering is basically twice stronger than without the perk, which you only will see after taking the perk, right? If you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's been 25 minutes and I'm kinda tired. I don't know, I should make probably shorter episodes. This one is going to be another 50 minutes. I mean, how much more can I ramble, right? But on the other hand, if I did this, it would mean that some episodes would be just, you know, city episodes when I sell stuff, buy stuff. Not sure how it's going to turn out, but I don't think I will spend too much time in towns later on when I have all my stuff. But for now I just, you know, need to haul things, sell that junk, while I wait for my perfect opportunity to buy some expensive items or whatnot. Yeah, well, it's not so bad. You'll see some action soon, I promise. Oh yeah, do you see it? 4 points increase in damage. And I believe that when I take actually the Dwarven Smithing perk, it won't be 4 points but more. Like, way more, should be way more. But I wouldn't worry about it right now. I can one-shot light armored bandits as of now. So at this point the only problem would have been like Waldheim Towers, which I'm not sure to do about. Maybe leave it as a cherry on top when I'm really high level or something, which I never managed to do because the temptation was too great. Yeah, and you can already see my increase in bow damage by 13% on such low level, which is nice. It should become like 40 or even 50% when I'm level 40 from experience. Anyway, 0 deaths so far. I'm not counting that stupid mistake on the bear. Or should I say 0 deaths to humanoids? Whatever. Let's keep it that way. Yeah, and also about the locations I'm going to clear. I think this should be limited to showing you maybe the variety of enemies, approaches, etc. I mean, I'm not going to clear literally every bandit camp there is, right? I think I should go to the point when I leveled up sufficiently to take on the bad boys. Meaning Soul Cairn, eventually I want to do this. I have to test this, for sure. If I can clear Soul Cairn, then all the win is a piece of cake, basically. Yeah. But for now we're starting with stuff like White River, right here. I was too lazy to approach from the top. You can approach from the top and sneak shot the archer there if you're scared. He will kill you. But I'm just baiting this guy out, and hopefully archer won't one-shot me, and I will one-shot him. That's the plan anyway. Here's some sloppy shooting. But the K is fortunately just standing there. That was kinda risky, looking for that arrow. Yeah, ants, oh god, are you kidding me?
Split your belly like an old woman's purse.
Well, I have the chance to show off a little bit of Ranger perk. Yeah. Beef stew, I'm not sure I'm going to use this. Because Bestial is so OP, I just like to avoid using too many stews. Yeah, the jewelry is also nice bonus. I like that 2.0 gives you much more than just sacks of gold. Alright, moment of truth now. Let's see. Miss? Oh boy. That was brutal. Also, that looked pretty cool. You have to admit. By the way, this dead animal also gives you twice the amount of stuff. So if it's a berry, it will give you 2 pelts, and so on and so on. Seems to happen with every carcass placed by the game and not killed by you. I'm not sure why is that. Just some Requiem things, I guess. I think I had too much carry weight. I'm just testing it out. 85 by base, right? And 120? I mean, what increased this? Just level ups in stamina? I doubt so, but maybe. That was kinda confusing. Anyway, my game is not bugged. Should it be? Yeah, and now it's hype for one-shotting this dungeon.
Who's that?
I'm kinda excited because it can get, as always, really ugly really fast. Especially this second room. I mean, I have to absolutely one-shot this guy and then one-shot the archer that will run after him. I just can't miss. I mean, if I miss, I'm screwed. And that's it. Yep. Well, there's a chance. But after the second shot, they know where I am. And before I could get a free shot, 3-second shot. I took half of my HP. This is scary, this is scary. I'm kinda hoping he will come. But AI is not that stupid. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Also, I can see shit with this lantern. I have no idea where he is. Oh, there we go. That was a shot in the dark, really. Well then. That was sketchy, to say the least. But I don't feel too bad about this. I mean, I'd also like to avoid running out of the dungeon and baiting them there. In this case it would have been basically harder, I think. I run out, I get 2 archers and 1 melee on my ass immediately. That's nothing good. So I'm happy I avoided that. Okay, but now I have to kill this guy in one shot. This upper guard. He can have scrolls very often or staffs.
Right. Lucky.
See, he was prepared to cast something. And of course I missed. Classic bubble. I'm going to back up so far. I don't have a way to kill the ghostly dog, I think. But hey, he took so much damage. I'm not sure if it's 2.0 change or what. Okay, one more to kill him. Or not. Or not, and take a power attack to my face. Still not running away from the dungeon. I should have died there, to be honest. I shouldn't have enemy health bar to begin with, right? Should I get rid of this? Let me know in the comments if it bothers you. I mean, it's my game and stuff, you will say, but that would add something to the challenge. I wouldn't know if I'm out DPSing Dragon Priests later on. So that could lead to more depths. But it's also fun to play it like that, without stuff popping up on your screen. And trying to bait out the last guy. Because it has to be an archer. There's like 1 melee and 3 archers in this location, I think. Or 2 melees and 3 archers, something like that. Yeah, so I was thinking it was melee. So melee should charge at me, right?
You can't hide.
Rangers would stay back like the one before. And just like you, I can't see anything.
Can't hide from me.
She has to be upstairs somewhere. And that was perfectly calculated, guys. Holy damn. You know, you can actually aim those shots. The arrow will always land in the trajectory. I mean, I'll put it in the another way. Just like in third-person archery, the location, I mean trajectory of your arrow is determined by the visual model of your bow. So if you're on a horse and you're not strafing, it should work by looking at your visual model. So in first person, when I had twisted the bow, it was still pointing to some location, right? I'm just being confusing right now, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Like it shifts, it just shifts your aim, but it doesn't shift it randomly to random location. So it's not like NPC arrow spread, which is random. It's just different. Nah, I will show it to you later, maybe in the next episode, because I don't have idea what I'm talking about. And that wolfie was nice. I just abused the game. I mean, who can draw a bow and at the same time pick a lock? But this is very useful tactic in Fort Amal. When you open the door and your bow is already drawn and you sneak before entering, So you can one-shot or two-shot the mage, which is directly in front of you. This is tricky and risky, but it's the only way to do it safely, more or less, to get your bound bow. But we're not doing that. Yep, and the bad boy, bad boss, who is about to get wrecked. You know, there's a cheesy tactic, just stay on those rocks and he can't reach you, right? But nah. I'll try to not cheese him. If I can. Oh, of course, he drank some beer and immediately got back up. Yeah. Whoa. He must have broken his legs in midair. Wow. Yeah, but that was pretty messy. White River Watch. I think the last kill was worth it. Like, come on. This is good because game physics sometimes give you some pretty kills. Just amazing kills. Yep, but first and foremost I'm just most happy about the fact that I didn't die. 0 deaths, guys. Still 0 deaths. And it's getting kinda late in the game. So I'm just going to do one more location, perhaps. And then roll out. Save the game. Sell some junk. Maybe not at Whiterun, because I'm closer to Riverwood right now. Yeah, not going to give them gold. I'm cheap. I'm very cheap. By the way, that side quest doesn't give you anything. Or maybe there are some hidden dialogue options when you have certain items. You know, like Honeybrew mead to get your necklace or carry weight. I don't think so. Just role-playing, right? Suddenly I get interested in the water. What treasures could lie inside? Oh yeah. Archery XP is Archery XP, so that Wolverine must die. Yeah, well... Now, where's that wolf? Okay. This is the one thing I hate about wolves. Sometimes they just run towards you and are easy kills, and sometimes they are just hiding in most shitty locations. Like hidden under some bushes, some trains, no, trees, not trains. But I wouldn't be surprised if the wolf was hiding behind a train in Skyrim. Anyway, not going to look for that wolf. Oh yeah, I didn't do this one. I hope that my audio will not desync with video, which is what I see is happening when I look at the two timelines. Never mind. Yeah, it's not cleared. I'm also doing stupid approach. There's a much safer way to do this. But let's hope I just kill him now. Yep. That could have been risky, because there's two guys with ranged weapons. So I just don't want to have two archers on my back. And the safe way is just to sneak behind those rocks and kill them from where I'm sitting right now. You can get there without them detecting you at all. So it's an easy kill on the archer on the bridge. Then you kill melee, and then perfectly the second archer just comes to his death. But you know, I gotta train my archery skills. Long distance shots. They will be interesting when I get to higher levels, when I can one-shot from the distance, like some probably wildlife. Or maybe we cleaning some bandit forts from a distance. But it's going to be hard because I'm not using AFR fixes. So the arrow drop is pretty insane, and the gravity is also insane. So if you want to land a long distance shot, you have to compensate for time, basically. You have to go into the future and predict where the enemy will move. And I even can't hit a stupid rabbit, which is right in front of me. I just want to kill him so badly. I don't care that troll might be nearby, below. I just have to do this. Heck yeah, boy! Okay. That was a little detour, but it is complete. My mission is complete. I mean, seriously, rabbits are insane. Hit. Dragons should be fun. I remember when I was testing like distance of the archery that you could hit a dragon from pretty far afar. Pretty far afar. Like when he was circling the mountain, you could actually hit it with this insane drop off also. I'm not sure where the arrow hitbox disappears, because it does. It's not infinite range.
The Riverwood
I mean,
trade,
maybe
trinkets, odds and ends,
maybe it is
that
infinite.
sort of thing.
Like, see those videos where guys just teleporting, quick traveling to some other location just to see his arrow hit the target. Anyway, whatever. Sending some junk. Yeah, dwarven arrows. Could get those as well. Why not? Why not? So I can sell some more of my junk. Those dwarven arrows will be useful in Waldheim, I think.
I better get back to
So yeah,
cleaning
that's a
the
good
store.
purchase.
What a mess.
Yeah, so that would be it, I guess, for today's
I've been
episode.
looking for you. Got something I'm supposed
Oh,
to do.
hey.
Your
What's
hands
this?
only. Let's see here. A note from someone named Calselmo in Markarth.
Oh,
Looks like that's it.
I thought it would be note from the Jarl of Falkreath. What was it? What's this? How? Oh, okay. I guess news travel fast in Skyrim, right? Interesting prospect. Might pursue it. But we will see. Bye bye.